13 DSLR messenger bag. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the bag. So first of all, the clips here, they're magnetic, which is really cool. So it's really easy to close. As you go close to that, boom, it snaps closed. And to open it just with one hand, slide it sideways like that, and you're done. So that makes it much easier. It's really quick, and I actually love that. Really smart design. So once you open those, then you're gonna have the Velcro, which is silent Velcro, by which I mean if you open it normally like that, that's noisy. If you push it down and up, it's much more, well, it's quieter. However, it's not completely, noiseless, so you will still hear it. And that's one thing I thought I mentioned, because if you would watch the official, video on the website, you can hear actually no noise at all, which is not true, because you do hear noise. But once again, if that's a normal one, and this is when you push down, so it's much more silent, really. Now inside, it comes actually. Let me show you. It comes with a bunch of different padded dividers that you can actually, padded inserts that you can put inside, and you can organise whichever way you prefer, really. So it comes with a good, bunch of them, as you can see here. And I've got one of them at the moment in there with my favourite configuration in there, as you can see. So also all the inside part can come out like that. That's really good, because as an example, you can actually use it just as as a normal day-to-day bag as well. And it just it's got a nice design. It looks just like a normal bag, and you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. So that's a useful feature there. So let me slide that back inside now. It takes 2 seconds. Okay. Now with my favorite setup, I would normally have, say, one camera on one side, like that, and on the other side you can have, say, a lens, let's say 70 to 200mm there, or maybe you can put, I don't know, if you've got like a rain jacket, or some headphones, anything you want to put on the side, you can just shove that right in there. That's what I normally do anyway. And I normally have one camera with one lens, and then I've got something else on the side, a couple of other bits inside there. Let me get that out now. And you're gonna have in there a couple of pockets. In one of them you can put a tablet up to 11 inches, they say on the website, and just slide that in there. Plus you got one of the pocket in there, as you can see there, where you can put a laptop for up to 13 inches. So you can slide both of them in there. You also have a pocket right at the front there, and so in there you're gonna have plenty of space to put SD cards, batteries, any other small bits and pieces of your keys or anything you might want to put in there, your phone. You see you've got plenty of zip pockets in there. Okay, and let me just close that now. Then you're also gonna have on the back, you'll have another pocket there as well, as you can see. You can put more stuff in there as well, just quite big actually. And then you've got this little bit here that you can put there. If say you've got like one of those wheelie bags, you can just put that over the handle like that. You just slide that into that one, so you can actually carry it together, which is quite good if you just need to go to the airport or anything like that. And let me show you another feature I really like, which was one actually probably the main selling point for me, really, which is that once you close it, without actually needing to open the front of the bag itself, if you need to get your camera out really quickly, all you have to do, unzip at the top, get your hand in there, and you just pull it out like that. So that's what I really like about it. And there you go. Let me close that now. So the reason I bought it is because I wanted something that was small enough and it looked like just a normal bag. I didn't want something to look like a camera bag. Mainly something to bring with me when I go out with my family, say we go to the zoo, or maybe just go for a walk and want to have my camera on me, and I don't want to bring in loads of stuff. It's just literally one camera, one lens, just for when I do my own my own things, really. And that for me was perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at a couple more features of this bag. Now the bottom of the bag there, which is about 1.5 inches, is waterproof, and the bag itself is advertised as weather resistant. If you're some sort of like rubbery sort of material there, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I've been in the rain with it a few times and I've never had any issues. So that if you do happen to end up in the rain, it does also come with a handy little pouch here. That's a rain cover. So you're just going to get the one out. And it's got two sides, one black side and a more reflective side there, which you might want to use if, for instance, you're cycling. So it's really easy to put it on. There you go. And then you can just flip it on there. It's got a couple of poppers on the side there, you see, just there. You can just pop this, you just a touch there. There you go. And you're done really. And that's the water cover. Now, in terms of the way you can carry the bag, you can either have it on one shoulder, just like that. You see the shoulder with the shoulder strap, the padding there, or you can just have it over your back this way. That will just depend on which way you prefer to actually wear it. But I find both ways to be quite comfortable, so it's just really up to you. If you like cycling, it does also come with this handle or a strap here, which, as you can see, look, you've got one outlet here, one on the other side, and the third one on the strap itself, which can be moved on the other side, and that would depend on which side you like to carry the bag. So all you have to do is clip that on there, and then you clip it on here as well. So if you're cycling, you got the bag over your back, then it should prevent the bag from sliding forward. I said that I've never tried it because I do not do much cycling at the moment, but should I try that, I will let you guys know how it worked. Just thought I'd mention that even though I've not tried the cycling yet, this carabiner here, pushing right against your chest might not be the most comfortable thing. Now, in terms of what you can actually fit in the bag, you can put one laptop, one tablet, you can have pockets for smaller bits like batteries, etc, etc. In terms of cameras and lenses, how much you can actually fit in, it will depend on what you put in the bag, also what type of gear you're using. As an example, a mirrorless camera would take up less space than my DSLR, as an example, mine D800, for instance. However, depending on how your configuration inside, you might be able to fit more stuff. Personally, I feel like the most they can fit in a comfortable way would be one DSLR, like my Nikon D800 as an example, with one lens in the camera and two lenses at each side. The thing you want to consider though is that the more gear you put in a bag, the least convenient it's going to be. By which I mean, the nice thing about it, as far as I'm concerned, is that you can unzip it and get your camera out really quickly. But if you start, fitting a lot of lenses, a lot of stuff in there, it's going to become more and more difficult to actually reach the things you need. So even though, yes, maybe technically you might be able to put more things in there, if then it becomes really difficult to actually reach them and get them out of the bag, well, then it becomes pointless to me. So that, given its size, you can actually fit a fair amount of stuff in there, but you do really need to consider what do you need a bag for. The one thing that I really don't like about this bag is the shoulder strap, and that's for two main reasons. Reason number one, as you can see here, it's got only one adjustment buckle there. The issue with that is that, as an example, if there are two of them, you have one on each side, you can keep them both fairly low on the shoulder strap. However, if you've only got one of them, that means that if you want to get it shorter, you have to pull it all the way up like that, and that will very likely end up being right on your shoulder, like in my case. Now, that's not the end of the world, but it's not particularly comfortable. And the other thing is, then the shoulder strap here, the padding here, will not obviously go through that, which becomes quite annoying. Even though the padding is very nicely made, it's soft, and it's rubberized, I find it's comfortable, but I find it quite annoying myself. And yes, of course, you can use it without it, but it won't be as comfortable. Now, said all of that, I don't love the strap, but it doesn't make the bag unusable. It's just one thing to consider there, and one thing which I think they could have designed better. But the bag, I've used it plenty of times. It's still, very comfortable, really easy to use, and I wouldn't discard it just based on that. But do keep that in mind, because I personally find it quite annoying. Okay, so overall, really great bag. I love the quality. It's really good quality, and it does exactly what I need to do. And as I was saying before, the reason I bought it is because I wanted something small enough, they look nice, and I could take with me when I go out with my family, or just go for a walk and take a camera with me with one lens and a couple of more bits. Personally, I would not use it on a job because the type of jobs I do on site would require me to take way more gear with me, and it would not be big enough. So before purchasing this bag, you need to consider what gear you're using and how much you need to actually carry with you. And the fact that if you just cram it with stuff, then it will become quite difficult to actually reach the things you need quickly, which will make it pointless. And as I said before, the only thing I really dislike about it is the shoulder strap, which I think they could have designed it much better, and it really lets the whole thing down really. But there's so many more things I love about this bag that I would not be put off buying it just because of the strap. So that, look into it and see what other options you might find out there. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Do let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.